Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Carolyn. I'm an empath and psychic, and today's video was inspired by Lauren May Beauty. I recently saw a video where Lauren took a bunch of different makeup palettes and kind of compared them to different palettes with the same vibe. So it's kind of like the same energy even though it's two different products. And I thought that would be a perfect way to do with tarot cards, to kind of learn tarot a little bit more and to get a better understanding of each card and what it really means. Because all the cards are dynamic and they have a whole bunch of different meanings, and especially when you have different cards with one another, it creates a whole brand new meaning. And so I thought that this would be a fun series to do on the channel to help give you a different perspective when you do your readings, because I feel like sometimes we get so limited with the card meanings and the book definitions that we don't expand our mind and see how everything is in flow and connected to one another. And so I really hope this series helps you guys out. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely hit subscribe and become a part of this family. I would love to have you here, and also turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. I post 2 times a week and I do more educational videos like this. I also do unboxing videos of different tarot decks. I also do readings, so that's pick a pile readings, zodiac readings, and collective readings. And so if you like this series, definitely share with other people who are learning tarot and give this video a big thumbs up. And with all that being said, I'm going to start off the video and we're going to start with the Tower card. So we're going to start with the Tower card. So the thing about the Tower is that it's kind of like Motivite. I don't know if you guys watch TikTok, but on TikTok, the crystal Motivite, it's kind of labeled as a scary crystal because people are saying it brings bad things. The thing is, Motivite, just like this Tower card, it's not saying bad things are going to happen. Neither of them have a negative energy. Both of them have a very strong energy for change. And the thing about this card and Motivite is that they are bringing things away from us so that we reach our better selves, that we reach our higher selves. And so it brings a lot of change, and if we're not ready for that change and we try and resist it, it's going to be painful. But the change itself is not painful. The energy it brings is not pain. The energy it brings is growth and help and being one with yourself and being more connected with living your best life. And so because it's creating this change that we're not ready for, it has this daunting, scary, fearful energy. But neither of them are bad. They don't bring in negativity and they don't bring bad things to you. They are just removing things that you no longer need. And so the cards that kind of have the same energy is we have the Ace of Swords, because this is like a truth. It's like we have to admit things to ourselves. And the thing about the Tower is that it is a wake-up call. It is realizations of things. It is a breakthrough, because it's finally coming to terms and accepting things as they are. And there's no longer hoping for things to become this magical fairy tale, because that's not what it's on track to do, and you can't live in fantasy land. And so I paired that with the Three of Swords, because the Three of Swords isn't always about a heartbreak. It is about pain where you are no longer having something that you once thought was going to make you happy in your life. And so the Ace of Swords is this truth, and the Three of Swords is this pain that comes with it. It's this feeling of almost defeat, but not defeat long term, but just this sadness, this grief period where you are mourning what was once going to happen is no longer going on. So this could be a relationship with this Tower card. It could be saying that the person you thought you were going to be with is no longer going to be your person. It could also be representing a time of change where you are quitting your job, you are moving, you are getting away from bad situations in your life. And sometimes, even though it's better for us, we realize we have to do it, it still brings pain into our life. And so these cards, when they're paired together, really give the same energy as the Tower card. And another way to see this is if you don't have the Three of Swords, if you have the Ace of Swords paired with the Death card, because the Death card represents changes. It represents letting go of something and really walking away. And because death, we do have to grieve things as well. So it is going through a period where you feel upset, because the Tower, it's sudden, it's abrupt, so it's not something that you're really looking forward to. Most of the time it's going to have negative emotions associated with it, not because it is doing something negative, but because you are resisting it. And so with these two cards paired together, it's really saying you are going to have a sudden change in your life that is almost like a death period where you wake up to things and it's quick and it's abrupt, much like the Tower. So the next card we're going to be talking about is the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is typically depicted as an energy where you are overwhelmed, where you have taken on too much on your plate, and it's a message saying you need to get help from others, you need to rely on others, because right now you're keeping it all internal and you have to let go of it, because you're going to burn yourself out by trying to carry everything yourself. By doing everything yourself, you're just slowing yourself down. It's not being productive, and it's almost like you're shooting yourself in your foot. So the cards that kind of remind me of this is that we have the Justice card, with the Nine of Swords, with the Hermit, and also the Three of Pentacles. And so the reason for this is that they each depict different elements of this card. So you have Justice with balance, with realizing that you can't do this all yourself. You need the Justice card to kind of be like, hey, wake up to this, because the Nine of Swords is this internal battle where you are holding everything inside with the Hermit, because this is isolating yourself, where you are determined that even though you're overwhelmed and you feel like you're not going to get it done, you're not letting anyone else in. And the Three of Pentacles represents the need to rely on others. So I would say if you get all these cards together in your reading, it is kind of symbolizing the Ten of Wands energy, where it's like you have too much on your plate. You need to release that by balancing yourself and getting help from others, because holding everything in internally isn't going to do you any good. And so that's definitely another way to look at all these cards and kind of read them as a story, instead of feeling like everything in tarot has to have a rigid definition. Next up, we have the World card. So the World card symbolizes cycles, closures, endings, moving away from certain things in our lives. And so for this card, I have the Chariot, Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Fool. And so the reason for all this is if we take the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, both of these cards have an energy of growth, of walking away from things that no longer serve you and moving on with your life. And the same with the Chariot card. It is really a card that is saying that you are moving forward and away from things. And so these cards together represent walking away, ending something, stopping something where you are no longer continuing that because you are growing. And the Fool card represents a new beginning, which the world is an ending that's going to lead back to that Fool card. So I feel like when you have these three cards paired together and then the Fool card following it, it really represents the energy of the world, because it is talking about a cycle. And so the only way that this cycle starts anew is if you have the Fool card, if you have a new beginning, for you to get closure with this and move forward into this. Because with the Chariot, it's about moving forward. Six of Swords is creating a boundary, walking away, and that Eight of Cups is letting it leave your life, removing it from your thoughts, relieving it from your mind, and really cleansing yourself to start something new and start with a brand new perspective as well. The next card we're going to be looking at is the Six of Pentacles. And so this is a card of balance. This is deciding when to give, and in turn you will also receive, because everything is in flow. Everything comes back to you. And so the cards I chose for this are the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune. Because if we look at all these cards individually, the Two of Swords is about making the right choice, picking something that you feel is right within yourself. The Two of Pentacles is all about balance and knowing how to be in flow with yourself. And again, with the Justice card, this is about doing the right thing, having good karma, and being balanced. And then the Wheel of Fortune is again about karma, but it's also about cycles and having rewards come into your life. And so when you pair all these cards together, you have the choice to do the right thing, because it is balanced, because it creates a good positive cycle in your life where you get what you put out, you get it coming back to you in return. Because this Wheel of Fortune, it's a circle, it's a cycle. Anything that goes up must come down, and vice versa. And so by giving to others, you're going to get that coming back to you. And that's really what's embodied here. It's about making the right choice to give to others, to be fair, to be just to them, and knowing that you are going to get good things in return because you are putting out a good vibration and a good energy. And I feel like that embodies the energy of this card so well, because this card is a reminder to do to others what you would want done to yourself. And then lastly, we have the Ten of Cups. And this card has a very happy, peaceful, loving energy. It is a card that represents being one with yourself, finding fulfillment in our lives, having the perfect house, the perfect family, the perfect marriage relationship that we could possibly have, and also having so much happiness and love and compassion for ourselves, and just having so much joy and fulfillment for our lives. And so the cards that embody this energy, I have the High Priestess, the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. And so the reason I chose these cards is because if we look at the High Priestess, she represents your intuition and the divine feminine energy we all have within ourselves. And the thing about the High Priestess is that it is representing that we are living our authentic lives, that we are listening to our intuition, and we are making the right choices for ourselves. The Two of Cups represents a stable, healthy, committed relationship where you feel like this is your person, where you are trusting your intuition and and you are feeling complete with the relationship. The Four of Wands is that marriage, that union, that vow between you and your person, and also the stability for your home life, for your children, for building that foundation, because now you are getting everything that you could want. It's an energy of commitment and happiness with your life because you are having a time of celebration with your loved ones. And the Wheel of Fortune represents good things in your life, positive rewards and benefits and happiness and good karma with you. And so all these cards paired together give this overwhelming sense of happiness and joy and stability, where it's just overflowed with love and abundance and happiness and prosperity with how you feel inside, and just feeling an inner happiness and peace and finding so much fulfillment within it. And so all these cards really represent this 10 of Cups energy, where everything is just super positive. You have good cycles coming to you and you just feel one and complete with yourself and with the people you chose to live your life with, because it is truly authentic to you. And there's just this overwhelming sense of peace and serenity and harmony with your life. So that's it for today's video. I really hope that this helped you guys out and gave you a better understanding of the cards. Let me know the other cards you guys would want to see in the next video in the YouTube comments down below. If you did find this video helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up and share with someone else who's trying to learn tarot. And definitely hit subscribe if you aren't already. I would love to have you guys a part of this family. I'm sending you all so much love and light in your own spiritual journeys, and I can't wait to see you all in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.